let's do this shit, shall we?
Yes.
Kick off your Friday. Beer and toothpaste.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Drop. Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe, the only show that ranks every problem in the universe from forgetting to do the bit to Vito's problems are shit ahead of time. I'm your host, Dick Madison. With me, as always, is Vito Giswaldi.
Hi, Dick.
How you doing, buddy? I'm good. I'm good.
Fantastic.
There we go. Let's play out. Thank you all for supporting the show. Patreon.com/biggest problem. We haven't figured out what we're going to give you guys yet.
Gonna give you all a hug and a reach around.
Yeah, we should figure something out, though.
Give them something. We're going to get there.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to fade this song out.
There's been a lot going on.
Yeah, there has been.
It's been hard to think about anything.
Anything but arguing.
Yeah.
It's been so hard to think about anything. Will you tilt that mic a little bit?
Like this way?
It's supposed to be pointing at you. I don't know why it's pointing up now. Oh. Yeah, it should be like this.
Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that was a little
okay.
Okay. Vito, you ready to hear the problems from last week?
The
voting?
Yeah.
Who won?
It's not a contest.
I don't know who's who now.
You don't know which member we are in the dynamic?
Yeah, because people online have opinions like, oh, Dick is now Maddox. Like, it's totally gone. Like, oh, now Vito's the Maddox. Actually, you don't want to be the Maddox.
Well,
it's who's the Maddox is the game.
Yeah, it goes back and forth, I think.
In life, yeah.
In life,
it's like a hot potato.
You know what, though? Real quick.
Go ahead.
Before we get into the problems, this hat is just, something about it is bothering me. Hold on one sec.
Oh.
There we go. That seems a little bit better.
You gonna do that with the headphones like that the whole time?
Probably not gonna work, huh?
I think it could work.
Could it work? I think I'm there.
Yeah, Vito's got a crown on now.
There we go.
Vito's got a better crown than any crown I ever saw.
Look at that crown.
We have his actual crown.
Oh, there's multiple crowns. That's his crown?
I don't know.
Well, this is my crown, and it doesn't fit very well, unfortunately.
Okay, last week, King Vito, the problems were hospital pricing transparency.
Yes.
That was number one. Non-compliance. That was number one. Pretty good problem.
Not a bad one. That was number one?
Yeah.
Like I said, that's the easy W.
Oh, okay. Holocaust metaphors was next.
That was good. That was a good one.
Can you think of a Holocaust metaphor for that? This is my, what do you call it? Bait now. This is my Normandy. This is your Normandy. Yeah. The Pledge of Allegiance, and then simulation theory.
Simulation theory was very low. I think my arguments against it really put a dent in it.
Yeah, let's see.
We got some Matrix fans in the audience.
Chocolate Noodle said, I'm sick of hearing about simulation, quote, theory. It's not a theory if there's absolutely zero potential of testing, you scienticians. And then the greatest ally of Israel said the guy who came up with it was Jewish, too.
Oh,
he decided to throw that in.
I don't know how that helps me make a decision on simulation theory.
Tin Horn says, the Pledge of Allegiance always seemed super creepy to me. I'm in Canada, and we had to stand for our national anthem every day in school, which honestly kind of seems silly to me. But actually having to recite propaganda every day is pretty... Yeah.
Yeah, that's way more 1984. 1984 metaphors.
That's a bad one, too.
That's a bad one, too. I think we brought that up a little bit.
We're going to have to bring it in. Remember, we bring in every problem in the universe. I think I'd be okay with the Pledge of Allegiance if you could just add a fart at the end of it.
Yeah.
Like if some kid in every class just farted.
And you're like, oh, Tim, come on, buddy.
Yeah, then everyone, and that became the new pledge.
Yeah.
That every kid, it spreads. Remember what things spread when we were kids and we didn't have any kind of internet. We don't know how that happened.
Yeah,
things spread.
Weird rumors. Marilyn Manson sucks his own dick. Where did that come from? Why did every kid in school know that?
Yeah. Let's see what else I got here.
Around.
Hey, Dick, I appreciated your rage or your biggest problem on hospital pricing transparency. Oh my God, then it's a whole page.
Oh my God, it is a whole page.
Best, Christopher.
Show that to the camera.
Assistant professor of economics.
What a nightmare that is.
I did read it. It was pretty good.
That's more a personal letter for you.
Nut Ted Kaczynski said, "Hey Dick, I'm listening to the new Biggest Problem. Can I come into the studio to run some tests on Vito?"
I don't know who this guy is, but you're very excited.
Yeah, I'll print out some 8th grade civics and theology tests. I'm confident he will fail both.
I'll nail it.
Video games have rotted his brain. That's Maxwell.
So I was reading those questions and I was like, well, civics. I mean, what do you need to know about like the branches of government?
Yeah, like how many?
Like how many senators or whatever?
Probably. I don't know.
Okay.
It's Maxwell Kimball.
Well, I can admit that I don't know. I mean, I'll know some of it.
Okay, here's one last thing I'm going to play before we get to the problems. This is Brian with a Y has sent in a bit that he's come up with called Vito versus Vito.
Oh, this sounds good.
Yeah, this is a new bit where you contradict yourself.
I think. I'm not going to like this.
The most American thing you can do is uphold the Constitution. Let
me start that over. So this is clips of you.
Yeah.
And then something you'll say immediately after. That's the next Vito, right?
The most American thing you can do is uphold the Constitution. That's why the First Amendment, it's number one. I love it. It's the most important thing to me, and I will die protecting it.
I'll flag stuff if it's like hate speech, like legitimate people saying, let's kill
my
blacks.
fucking God.
And I think...
I don't
see any contradiction there.
You don't?
No.
All right, maybe this one. Let's try it again.
Okay.
Free speech is the most important fundamental of any democracy anywhere.
There's various consequences that can happen. YouTube's consequence is we don't want you on here, and I agree with that consequence.
Okay, what about that one?
I don't see honestly, here's the thing.
The most important thing is free speech.
Yeah, but you still have it.
You just can't use it.
You can absolutely. Here's the thing. I've already had this conversation like a million times this week.
Okay. Couple more. Maybe one more.
That's honestly what makes America the best country for me, is that they have a great track record of being on the side of free speech.
So you would like YouTube to be a platform that says, it's just like, we have a lot of videos from Nazis saying like the Jews should die. You would like that kind of open platform.
Obviously in this country, the KKK is legal. And as much as we
hate them,
we let them do what they do.
There you go.
By protecting their free speech,
there you go.
Our own free speech.
I'm glad that you want a bunch of Nazis on YouTube poisoning that platform, so all of our ad revenue gets removed.
Don't be a hypocrite.
All right, look, let's get into the problem. My first problem is Tattletails.
Yeah, okay.
Tattletails.
Good.
Tattletails.
Yeah.
Judas was a tattletale.
Supposedly.
He ratted out the Son of God for 30 pieces of silver. He
got paid pretty good.
We lost. You know why Jesus is still around today? Because he wasn't able to get old and start missing a bunch.
Yeah.
Right? He wasn't able to get old and start grabbing girls' asses who would come to his shows. His legacy, he was rubbed out in his prime. So now we all got
saying now, like, Jesus is a problem, but he's a problem because he got tattled.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Okay.
The tattling is what did it.
That's some logic.
25 people killed in the Salem witch trials. How about that?
Yeah. How many of them were witches?
Tattling. Would that matter? Do you think it should be?
Should we kill witches? Yes.
Of course.
If they're killing children and sacrificing them to the devil,
why are witches necessary? Oh, you're not allowed to
kill children. I'm assuming real witches performing sorceries.
The Spanish Inquisition.
Into the cats.
The Spanish Inquisition was full of tattletales.
Yes.
Killed 150,000 people. Anne Frank was tattled on.
Yeah.
The Holocaust, which killed at least more than the Salem, at least or more than the Spanish Inquisition.
At least or more? I think more is probably the way to go with that one.
That was the Jews getting tattled on for violating the Nazis' terms of service.
Right. Terms, yeah.
They were called the SS there, Vito. They were called the SS.
Terms of service.
Strudelwaffen or something.
The
Strussenswaffen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds more like a government coming down on people rather than a private platform.
Well, here's the thing. The government can't do that without its tattletales.
Mm-hmm.
The whole system of oppression
is based
on tattling.
Okay.
Yes. I have a stats for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Here's a fucking chili pepper of stats.
Okay.
The war on drugs couldn't be waged without snitches. It's estimated that there's 100,000 people currently working as confidential informants.
How is that?
For the war on drugs, because they get kids having like a couple 8 balls of heroin that they're just hanging out with on a Friday night and say, we're going to fuck up your life unless you wear a wire and go after the dealer. And then they go up and it's a whole war of snitchery that's happening.
Yeah.
The war on drugs powered by tattling.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think about that one?
That there's a lot of DEA informants.
Yeah. Tattle Tales.
Tattle Tales. Okay. Yeah, it's a real tragedy. I don't know, man.
Walt Disney served as an FBI tattletale.
FBI tattletale. Who was he tattling on?
J. Edgar Hoover. He would tattle on himself and send Disney movies to get censored to see if they had any input.
To the government?
Yeah, did you know that?
No. Did they change anything because the government wanted him to?
Of course. What do you mean? Have you ever not gotten notes on a project? Can you imagine not getting notes back from the U.S. government, from J. Edgar Hoover?
Just to make the movies less communistic?
Endless notes on the dresses.
Yeah.
Oh, the Cinderella's dress. Let me tell you, should have more pinafores. The bows should be more.
That would be Hoover for you. That would be what he's interested in.
Ronald Reagan served as a tattletale for the FBI, snitching out pro-communists in the Film Actors Guild.
Oh.
What do you think about tattling on your Hollywood commies?
On commies?
Whom you love.
Yeah, ratting them out to, again, the government seems to be a lot of these problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got tattletaled onto MasterCard, and I can't have credit cards anymore for 5 years. And finally, the worst tattletale of all, you.
I don't think I'm the worst
Then you think... What do you think is worse than you in this list?
Anne Frank tattling goes a little bit higher.
You tattling? No, Alex Jones is a more pure soul than Anne Frank.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
So
yours
really
is worse.
Came down on the greatest man of all time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You tattletaling to try to destroy.
Oh no! I was trying to destroy anyone. All right.
You added. We want to tell what you did.
I tweeted a funny little tweet. It was pretty funny in my book.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, look at these morons.
Yeah.
Talking about all this stupid conspiracy garbage.
Alex Jones was on a stream talking about COVID. And you decided to tattle.
Look at these guys just making shit up on the internet.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Who would do that?
I know, YouTube. This is against the terms of service. Just a tongue-in-cheek little joke. And all these rabid psychopaths.
Do you know companies to have good senses of humor about that sort of thing?
I don't know.
Have you ever tried to contact YouTube customer service and you get Panjit during his shit break with another client?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried that?
All I know is it was a pretty good goof. People took it a little too hard. All right. And it didn't fucking do anything. And I knew it wasn't going to do anything because they don't give a shit when you tag them. They don't care.
Well, what if they did?
They didn't. And it wouldn't matter. Look, if Alex Jones goes on YouTube, they know he's on there. They already watched that stream. You think YouTube doesn't watch every Alex Jones thing that goes up?
So if somebody's dying, they're already dying, you might as well go take their wallet.
No,
right?
But
or might as well stab them a little bit.
I'm not doing anything.
Your Honor, he was already going to die. I just stabbed him a little bit.
It's really funny that it pissed them off so bad and all their fans. And that was pretty funny. But now that everybody's so fucking butthurt about it and everybody's running these conspiracies, Vito's trying to get us deplatformed. No, you're getting yourself deplatformed.
Oh,
they're doing it to
Stop
themselves.
deplatforming yourself. Stop deplatforming
It's a really bad idea. It is a really bad idea. You know to not have that guy on and making shit up.
Why not have Alex Jones on? He's hilarious. And he cracked the Fox being gay case.
Then go for it. And if you get in trouble, then you're an idiot.
But what about you?
I did nothing. It was meaningless. All I did was jab a little fucking, hey,
why did you do it then?
Because it's funny. They all lost their fucking mind.
So the intent was a joke.
It was a joke. Yeah, it was a joke.
Okay, then
I don't know how to put it in perfect terms. That's the problem.
Because you did something wrong.
That's
why.
No, I did nothing wrong. Okay, the only thing I did wrong was a bunch of people who don't understand what went down and think, oh, he's trying to get it. No, they're flagging themselves. Yeah.
Okay.
Bringing Alex Jones on is telling YouTube, please watch my content and see if it's against the terms of service. Because they're gonna watch it.
Oh. So you had no You could have just tagged anybody.
Could have tagged anybody. It wouldn't have mattered.
And if they did go down, it's not your fault.
If they went down, it's their own fault.
Okay.
There's two separate issues here.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
And if we're talking about no, there is two separate issues.
Yeah.
One is the idea that I shouldn't have tagged anybody. And I won't do it again because y'all lose your fucking minds.
You promise.
Stupid. I promise.
What are you going to do if you do it again? If you get too excited.
If I do it again, we can end the show.
No, I don't want to do that.
Well, then think of a better punishment. You can shoot me with a paintball gun. How's that?
In the dick.
No, not in the dick.
Naked.
You can shoot me in the chest. Yeah, naked I'll be, but not my
Why would
dick
you trust me
hanging out.
why would you trust me
I'll
that
take
I'm
my
not
shirt
gonna,
off.
that I'm not going to shoot you in the dick either way?
Right.
Like, I would say.
Anyway, there's two separate issues, and I won't fucking tag YouTube because y'all go, he's trying. You're deplatforming yourself because you're a moron.
Okay. Have you ever heard the story of the little boy who cried wolf?
Yeah, he was a hero among men. Because you know what? We should be wary of wolves. That man should be crying every fucking day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard you mention the wolf was out there spreading COVID conspiracies.
See, that's a whole different thing.
And the boy went into town and told on him. And then the wolf came back that night and ate the little boy.
Yeah.
For ruining his livelihood. What do you think about that?
No one's livelihood has been ruined. Whose livelihood is ruined?
They're going to go after yours.
Go nuts.
Okay. Morally, let's say it's not a joke. Let's say you're morally policing the internet.
Okay.
There's a word for people who use extra legal methods to enforce their version of morality.
Yeah.
It's called being a vigilante.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Batman.
Like Batman. I don't see how this is bad. You literally just said I'm like Batman.
You know what Batman does all day? Fights lunatics that are gunning for him. Because they're trying to do the same. Once the gloves come off, once you're in the vigilante world.
Are you my Joker, Dick? Are you the Joker in this scenario?
I'm fucking Barbara Gordon.
Barbara Gordon?
Whoever.
You're advising Batman to knock it off?
Yeah. Saying, bro. Now I'm Alfred.
Yeah.
I'm over here going, look, I'll make you some soup or whatever, but I don't know what you're doing.
Some soup.
With this shit.
Some classic Alfred right there.
I'll make a wry remark every now and then.
Yeah.
But you are sorry.
I didn't fucking tattle on anybody. This is just stupid fucking
How can you be sorry
interpretation of it. I'm sorry if it gave the appearance that I was trying to tattle on people.
You ever been sorry to with an if attached to it?
Yeah, all the fucking time. Because people are fucking idiots and assume things that are not true.
Don't you run a fake news?
Yes. And you know what I do?
What?
I label it as satire, clearly.
But aren't you happy when people run with it?
If it gets out of hand, I issue a second post saying, guys, don't take it too seriously. It's just a bit of fun news. And I've done that. So I responsibly write satire.
What is an example of one of your satires?
The one with the runner lady. I said that the lady taking over for Sha'Carri Richardson was a Mormon who wanted people to say no to drugs.
Yeah, and everyone was very upset by that.
Yeah. But everybody was mad at a fake lady. Who does that really harm?
Well, don't you think maybe one of them might take that aggression out on somebody they see
on a different lady? I mean, they'd really have to make a jump of not paying attention to the fake name I invented and everything else.
Yes.
Getting everybody mad at a fake lady and then having on your profile, by the way, this is satire, and then issuing a post that says, guys, come on, it's a fun fake news story. Don't get too crazy.
You don't think
that's a lot different. I've said if Alex Jones labels his site as parody, I'll have no problem with it.
Oh. What about that? You don't think that Alpha brand, that supplement that he has that turns you red? You don't think that's a good enough label? That he's not, that he's just joking? Alex Jones sells a supplement that turns you red.
Yeah, and what do you want to do with that?
Well, isn't that like enough? Like, how could a serious man have that?
Oh, so that makes it clear that it's satire?
Isn't that clear? That
I don't think Alex Jones is satire.
So you do... You don't think he's satire?
No.
Okay. But you think journalists are like, what? They should not be lying?
Yeah. No, journalists shouldn't lie. I think you would agree with that.
No. I think journalists are the lowest of the low, like used car salesman low.
Right.
I think they lie all the time. But I think they only exist to get ratings.
I'm not saying that they don't lie. I'm saying that I would like if they don't lie.
Okay, but you're gonna flag them if they, or you would have before.
I would try to make it clear. Like when I see journalists making shit up, like that with the that kid with the MAGA hat, and they said he was laughing at the Native American.
Yeah.
I posted that video clip around. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
The very first. See, that's the thing. People think, like, people keep accusing me. They're like, no, you're only going to do this for your liberal causes, blah, blah, blah. No. I did it for that kid. I did it for Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
Okay. I look at the fucking information and I go, no, you got to watch the video. You got to get the right information.
I thought that of you too. That's why I was surprised at the flagging, because I didn't think you would
flag.
I didn't
flag. That's the fucking point. If you want to flag someone on YouTube, you have to go into a separate fucking thing. You have to file a little report. You have to write out what happened. You have to give timestamps of where it happened.
Yeah.
All I did was make a little tweet that went, hey, YouTube, look at these motherfuckers.
Yeah, but they responded.
Funny.
No, it's not funny.
What did they respond with?
It's terrifying.
What did they respond with?
So let me give you. I'm so terrified that a guy in my Discord reported a stream that we were on. Reported the kill stream that we were on together to Patreon, saying that you violated the terms of service by using the F slur. I banned him. I'm like, bro, do not fuck around. Do not fuck around with this, and especially don't fuck around with shit that I'm on. Do not report anything that I'm on ever for any reason, because people are known to fuck up. You know, when cops pull you over for not wearing a seatbelt, there's a chance you're getting shot. So maybe I'm.
But those are like. That's a false flag. That's
a false cop flag.
Well, I mean, if he really wants to report me for saying it and I broke some service or whatever, I mean, I can't be upset with him.
Well, you should be.
I can be pissed. I mean, I don't think they will get me for that. As a gay man, I can say that word. as a woman, I think I can say whatever I want.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But you're not going to do it.
You're saying I'm bringing it. Yeah, that's okay. Look, everybody out there who's watching this, I'm not going to write a fun little funny tweet.
It wasn't fun. It's not fun for us.
Okay,
it's not fun
so I won't fucking do it again. Get over it. What are we going to talk about this for the next month and a half? Jesus fucking Christ. I've apologized. I understand why you guys are all fucking butthurt about it. Okay, I don't think it's that big a deal, but I know that you guys do. So I accept that it's a big deal to you.
So you don't stand for your principles.
I don't stand for my principles. I'm done. I don't care.
All right.
Fuck it.
Do you think YouTube should be is a free speech space?
That's a whole other problem.
Do you think it though? Because I heard you mention it. People were talking about it this week.
Do I think
arguing.
what?
Do you think YouTube is a free speech zone? Do you think free speech should apply to YouTube? Because I think it should.
You're asking if unfettered free speech should be on YouTube. And my answer is no.
Why?
It's
private company?
Too complicated to get into.
Okay. Do your problem then.
We can bring that in as a separate fucking thing.
Okay.
All right. If we go down that rabbit hole, it's going to take a million years.
Tattletails.
You already won this week. Congratulations, cocksucker. Here's my
kid and teacher. They're smoking in the boys' room.
Smoking. It's fucking. I didn't tattle on fucking
Edward Snowden. Everybody,
oh
the NSA is spying.
Everybody's taking this way too seriously. My problem, Dick. Have you heard of you know that there's a problem out there called date rape? That's a problem, right?
I mean, for some people,
for
it's
some
a solution
people,
for some.
The idea of
kind of a zero
taking advantage of people, just rape in general, is not good.
Yeah.
But I got something that's also not good. I call it late rape.
Oh,
Dick, have you seen this tweet that we are going to bring up here?
Yeah.
From now, let's preface this. A great comedian has died. What I would say, I think he's my favorite comedian. I'm trying to think who else is up there.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
It's just Norm.
Yeah.
I can't think of any comedian I've watched more of his stand-up, more of anything. Like, he's always been my favorite.
Maybe Rodney Dangerfield for me.
Rodney's great. Like, yeah, some of the older guys, but Norm is just like, has always been the perfect comedian for some reason. Just something about it. I think I've obviously taken a lot of inspiration from this great, great man. Everyone paying tribute to a great man.
Do you think he would flag? Like, do you think that would be a funny joke?
Yeah, it would be a good bit, I think. I think he'd get into that. Not everybody respects this great man. Some people have a problem with this great man, including Molly on Twitter.
Yeah.
Who says, Norm Macdonald stuck his hand down my pants and groped my ass 10 years ago when I asked for a picture of him. This was posted one day after the greatest comedian of our time has died.
Yeah.
Molly feels the need to step out of the shadows and provide a picture of Norm smiling with her.
Laughing.
Some sort of groping is supposedly occurring. Who knows? I don't see it. And frankly, if there is groping going on, I would be, a little happy about it.
If Norm was grabbing her ass?
Yeah, I would be, if I was her,
I'd
be flattered.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, Norm's grabbing my ass. Fantastic. Now, I think if you scroll down a little bit, she tries to justify it. When women tell you men do this in pictures, but the woman's still smiling. We're calculating how bad it will be for us to freak out. Blah, blah, blah. She's saying she couldn't have freaked out in the moment, just had to go along with it.
Yeah, we
Okay.
do that too. It's called a relationship.
Yeah.
Like we're sickened by our conquest of you and we want to leave, but we don't want to get freaked out on.
Let's assume that this is true about Norm Macdonald. Why now? Why is this necessary? Who does this benefit? Everyone is grieving for a man we all loved, and you feel the need to step in and go, well, he wanted to touch my ass because he didn't.
You were saying.
On the topic of late rape, Norm is not the only person this has happened to.
Posthumous accusations.
Exactly. He's a man dies, a great man, and people immediately start swarming out of the woodwork.
Women.
Disingenuous.
And Terry Crews. Terry Crews had a big tweet about how Norm tried to grab his penis.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Terry Crews,
oh my God.
I was crying to my wife.
When I was at a party. Shut up, Terry Crews. No one cares. In 2017, David Cassidy, you remember him? He wrote I Think I Love You.
Yeah.
So
is that what he did?
Yeah.
I've always wondered why he was famous.
Yeah, that was pretty much his biggest hit. Just a month after he died, former pinup model and singer Samantha Fox alleges he sexually touched her. When? This is 2017. When did he touch her? 1985, Dick. 32 years later, she's been holding it this whole fucking time. The second he goes into the ground, she goes, she's a bit of a tattletale, you might say.
Oh, yeah. Subset.
See, I'm helping you out.
Subset.
I'm helping you out. Who else? Dick, J.D. Salinger.
The author?
Yeah, just let him fucking die.
Wait a minute. We don't hold authors to any kind of standard. Like
they can do whatever they want.
They could be a straight up rapist and be like, well, it was a hell of a book.
I don't give a shit what an author does.
Authors.
And one I think you hold dear in your heart, of course, Michael Jackson.
Oh,
come on.
Oh my God, the Finding Neverland shit?
Yep.
Did you watch that?
I watched part of it, but it just was so stupid that I couldn't keep going.
Bro, I watched the whole thing expecting that it would deviate from just this fanfic about adult men talking about their fantasy of being raped as children by Michael Jackson, but and have some kind of timeline or evidence or anything, but it is just two guys
testimony with nothing to back it up,
fantasizing about it. Yeah. Not even testimony where somebody's peppering them and trying to get it out of them. It's just their vagina monologues about how they wish they were raped by Michael Jackson. I don't know how I watched it and I'm like, not only are these guys obviously fucking lying, but they've straight up wished that this happened.
They've thought about it a lot.
They wish that they were gay raped by
and also with that, I remember reading about trying to find holes in their stuff because they're yeah, he raped us in the train station, because there's a train station in the back, there's a station. He took us up there and he raped the shit out of us. And they're like, well, that's funny because that thing wasn't built until 3 years after you were there. So that did not happen.
Do you remember the wedding ring story that one of them told?
No, what was that one?
One of them. And by the way, they're trying to out gay each other. The whole they switch back and forth, and the next one will have an even weirder one. The guy who was kind of down the whole film comes out with Michael Jackson gave me we got married. and he gave me this fucking wedding ring as a little boy. And I'm like, what the fuck is? I turned to my girlfriend. What the fuck is this? This is for women. This is fucking weird. This is weird, sick lolly porn for women. This motherfucker's talking about getting married. This is straight up porn for women talking about wanting to get married. But she's like, will you fucking save it for the show and stop interrupting the documentary?
It's a very, very bizarre thing. I mean, some of these people want money. Some of these people just want, I don't know, a minute to be noticed or whatever it is. But ultimately, again, why'd you hold on to it? What was the point?
He's dead.
He's dead.
You're kind of calling me a rapist.
Yeah.
Like, a little bit.
No, it's okay. I mean, there are some guys, you know, that Jimmy Savile guy or whatever who raped like 1 million children in the UK.
It's different with children.
It's a little different. Like, that's the kind of thing where you go, all right. That's kind of, we want to put a stop to that. Maybe that'll lead to some reforms within the BBC. But if it's just one, lady, she had a bad time with Norm, he grabbed her butt.
Yeah, you know what?
Maybe just let it go.
Don't get within 10 feet of a comedian, myself included.
Yeah.
Just fucking don't.
Just let them, if they want to jerk off in front of you, just let them do it. Louis did nothing wrong. Point is, Dick, my problem is late rape.
Okay.
Let it go. Let it go. Let a man die. Who cares?
Stop tattling.
Stop
tattling on a dead man.
That's a real tattletale, not a fake tattletale.
They do this because they don't get a say. Like Norm doesn't get a say back. They say like, oh yeah, here's all the fucking texts that you sent me, you dozy bitch.
Exactly. They don't have a second to come out and say, I have evidence that you're a liar.
Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard to be a woman and be a fan of a comedian. Do you have to talk to them immediately after the show, and they tell you you're funny for like 3 hours, and they text you every time you come into town? It's just impossible to avoid. It's so impossible to avoid.
Yeah, all these people who are texting with these comedians, and then they're like, I can't believe he tried to have sex with me. You're like, well, what are you talking about?
Think the world is?
Yeah.
What do you think the point of being rich and famous is?
Do you think this comedian really wants to text some 19-year-old girl because he wants to hear about your poetry and your whatever?
Do you think he needs more ideas?
Yeah.
Is that what the guys at the top? They really need more. Oh God! If only I had an idea for a joke today.
Right.
Let me text this dumb 23. Let me text this fucking 23-year-old. Whose entire life experience is based on her sorority and her 2 improv classes. Hey, sweetheart, can you give me any insight into the human condition?
And then
There's
he dies.
40-year-old
and then
man.
He dies, and she comes out and she goes, "My life was ruined by this man. You should not celebrate him in his time of demise." Blip, blip. Yeah, it's garbage.
I think that they want to brag that they got sexual attention from these guys.
Well, it's a badge of they want to put that Me Too thing in there. I was a part of it. I'm a part of it.
Yeah,
I got Me Too'd.
But they can't just straight up brag anymore.
Right.
Because it's like, because they value their own because they've so objectified themselves that their sexual worth has to be like pristine and unblemished and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And any kind of like sluttiness that they have to PR that right away, right? So it can't be like, yeah, Norm hit on me, grabbed my ass, I'm awesome. I'm more desirable. It's Norm hit on me, grabbed my ass, and I didn't.
Yeah, imagine if you'd come out and you said Norm Macdonald grabbed my ass, and what a great man. I'll always remember that. It didn't emotionally scar me for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
just an awesome dude. Thought I had a cool butt, but no,
she didn't post pictures of that ass either.
No,
so we can't
know what she had going on.
I have a feeling if we saw it, we would know instantly that it didn't happen.
Yeah, we'd go, no, he's not grabbing that.
Or that it was a joke, like you're tagging Team YouTube.
Yeah, it was a good joke.
He was just grabbing ass like a joke.
He was having like a fun bit that made a lot of people upset, which is also funny.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got for me, Dick?
Sore fingertips.
Okay.
Sore finger pain. That's my problem. Finger pain.
Not finger paint.
No, finger pain. Like, when you're on your phone, like a lot, and then your thumbs start hurting, and you're like,
you're talking about typing. You do the typing with the 2 hands or whatever.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I'm a finger poker.
You're a finger poker?
I'm a poker.
But that could get sore too.
It could. I mean,
you could experience finger pain in
I get thumb pain from certain video game controllers that are not ergonomic for me.
This is
tiny buttons.
This is the Gen X problem. It started with Nintendo thumbs.
Yeah.
And now it has gone into full-on finger pain with everything because we're on keyboards that are stiff. We're on phones that are made out of glass. It's every day. You send an email? You want to do some work?
Yeah.
You can't.
You're in constant
Because you
pain.
have constant pain in your fingers.
Right.
You want to play a video game? Sorry. Finger pain. You want to play piano or something? Do you want to learn guitar? Nope.
That's
finger pain.
Playing guitar is very hard because of that.
Your girlfriend gets you off, and then she's like, "What about me?" And you say,
Baby,
couldn't
come on.
possibly.
I've been texting all day. I don't have the stamina for this right now.
I have finger pain.
Yeah.
And once you have the finger pain, you have to resist doing you have to type with your pinkies or whatever, but only so far as the second your finger pain dwindles, and then you're right back on it. Renewing the finger pain.
How can you resist?
It's a life. People think we have it. People always say you got to look at how good you have it, but it's really the opposite. We don't have it that good. All of our animals have to kill each other and fight to survive every day in the same way that you have finger pain from doing anything. What am I supposed to do when my fingers hurt? Just watch television? Not watch one screen? Not interactively? What if I think of a great joke? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, what if I
Tell
have
it to my girlfriend who's not going to laugh? No. I have a cultivated filter bubble for my comedy online that I access with my fingers that are crippled with finger pains.
I can, it is an annoyance.
I've got some finger pain stats for you.
Really?
That's what I said. According to Osha, the people who are forcing us to... Yeah.
Okay.
Office Safety and Health Administration.
Safety Health Administration.
The people who are making us take that bogus vaccine that liquefies organs.
Is that an OSHA? Well, yeah, for the inside businesses now.
What?
Is OSHA requiring vaccines in where?
OSHA is the people that they're sneaking it in through. You would think Biden would have to do like a law, right? But instead, he just makes OSHA the bureaucracy of OSHA that's universally reviled.
Our king, so whatever he decrees is the law of the land.
Repetitive stress injuries affect 1.8 million workers per year. Now, I'm not saying that's all finger pain, but some of it
probably
is.
Half of it at least.
One government study puts the cost of repetitive stress, including finger pain, between $17 billion and $20 billion every year.
So you keep saying including finger pain and then saying $20 billion in a damage.
How much is finger pain and how much is not?
I don't
know. Don't know. It could be all of it.
It could be all of it.
It could be most of it.
It could be not very much of it is also a possibility.
1 in 50 workers has repetitive stress injuries, including finger pain symptoms, according to a trade. And it's even higher in computers, where the prevalence is as high as 1 in every 4.
Wow.
Could be carpal tunnel.
Well, I was going to say carpal tunnel is a possibility.
Wait, I haven't. Half of people who work with computers suffer from finger pain, including other things. According to research in Switzerland. I don't know why they had the research. Only half. All right. Here is, oops.
Those are some good finger pain stats, I tell you what.
Thanks.
I'm convinced.
Wrists are the most common repetitive stress injury trouble spot. Wrists.
Are we considering that a finger?
No. I'm just talking about, I have wrist pain.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as finger pain. Because wrists do not keep you from accessing your entire world. Wrists you can hold like this.
Yeah.
You can kind of jimmy your
You can get your wrist where you want it to be.
You can use one hand to type.
Yeah.
You can do lots of, you don't have to, I don't need my wrist to beat off to girls on Instagram. To big tit girls on Instagram. I need my fingers to do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need the tactile.
Yeah. Wrists are the most common. A survey found, but here's the breakdown. Wrists, 70% are RSI injuries, repetitive stress injuries. Fingers, 30%.
30%. Wow. Out of how many cases?
Out of 100%.
But does it say the total number of?
Yeah, like I said in the beginning, like 2 million U.S.
people.
workers.
Well, can't you break that down? So that's 600,000 cases of finger pain.
I don't have a calculator. I don't know, something like that.
I think it's 600,000.
600,000 workers take time off each year to recuperate from their finger pain and other injuries.
Well, that does sound like quite a problem, Dick.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can't be tattling with if your fingers were hurting.
Keeps coming back to tattling for some reason. I don't know why it keeps coming back to that.
Can you imagine if I did that? Patreon 0 the next day.
That's what's been interesting is I think it's on brand for me. I haven't really suffered the consequences.
I don't know.
I think everyone's just accepted. Well, Vito's just a liberal idiot. Like we knew that already. It does not matter. You know, what are we gonna do?
Your apology sucked, though. You could have given.
I know.
You could have given a real apology.
Well,
like they're not
hard. What do you want me to say?
I'm really sorry I did that. I thought it'd be funny. I'm not gonna do it again.
I mean, that's kind of what I said.
No, you added a bunch of condescension on yours, so it's not the same.
Well, because I don't want people to think that I went in there to flag somebody. So if I say I'm sorry for that, see, I'm not even going to try and get.
Sorry, I flagged them.
No, see, I can't say that because they'll clip it.
Does that really matter? Does it matter that they fucking clipped it or not?
Whatever. I'm a liberal. I'm an asshole. And I fucked up. There you go.
What about all that freedom of speech stuff?
Fuck the freedom of speech. I'm done with it. Who cares? I'm not going to fight this fight with you fucking people.
What about freedom of speech?
I don't give a shit anymore. It's garbage. Throw it out. I want to live in a totalitarian Chinese fucking lockdown
You already
shithole.
do.
Good. Because everybody who keeps talking about free speech is so fucking annoying about it. Vito's being a hypocrite. No, I'm fucking not. In that video, I specifically say it's a legal right. The fact that you included my argument about it being a legal right means that I am 100% consistent.
Wait, why? Because, you said it was important, too.
It is important.
So then why are you trying to snuff it out?
I'm not.
What is the flagging then?
Oh, my... There is no flagging! I'm going to kill somebody. Probably myself. Dick, my problem.
I like hot chicks, right? So I'm always berating them for eating anything or not working out. That's consistent. Okay. See what I mean? You're like, freedom of speech is great, and I'm going to come over here and wreck it.
It's not wrecked. It still exists, and everyone has it. I hate you guys. I hate all you people. And I don't care if any of you get it. It's not important to me. Because I know I'm right. And that's what's the most important thing. Anyway, I've definitely dive bombed my chance of winning this episode or any future episodes.
No, people vote. Vote.
Let's be reasonable with the votes. Because I think here, I feel like maybe this is an obvious one, but I feel like it's one we got to get to at some point.
Okay.
Did I give you a link? Do we want to look at this lady?
Sure.
Let me take a look.
Which one? This one or this one?
There she is.
Yeah, beautiful
lady. This is Alana McLaughlin.
Oh, hot.
An MMA fighter. She's got the pink hair, so you know she's ready to go. And here's something you might not know about her.
Sexy lady.
She is
getting me hot.
A transgender woman. Can you believe it?
What?
Can you? You could not tell. You would never know.
What the hell?
Oh my God, that beauty.
With those luscious tits and those beautiful hips and buttocks.
She's a beautiful one. She's a beautiful lady. But Dick,
did she have ribs removed or something? She looks so sexual and sexy to me.
All right, you're going a little far. Point is, Dick, look, I'm very proud of her, and I'm glad she's achieving so much. But I have to wonder, is it truly fair? Dick, my problem is transgender athletes.
Okay. Maybe. Are you tattling by saying she's transgender, or is that no?
No, she's out. She's out and proud.
Okay. I just gotta check.
And scroll down. Is there a picture of the before? I don't know if that's on here. Is there a before and after on that page?
Let's see.
Because there was pictures of her. Yeah, there we go. So that was her pre-transition. I believe a former military lady, of course.
No, it's man at the time.
Yeah, man at the time. Military man to hard fighting woman.
Wow, those tattoos. Those tattoos look better.
As people have said, it's surprising that the tattoos managed to not get distorted with
with this amazing transformation.
It is quite a transformation.
Yeah.
Of course, McLaughlin competed in a t-shirt with the words "End Trans Genocide" and says that transphobes are only making her stronger. She is the first trans woman to compete in MMA since Fallon Fox required in 2014, fighting under the name Lady Feral. Very exciting stuff.
Ew, gross.
Now, even though she was okayed by the commission, some are claiming she had an unfair advantage in the fight. I don't know how we feel about that. But she says she's determined to fight back against the hate, saying transphobes are just making my block hand stronger. So, many are saying this is a step forward, but Dick, I would venture to say this is a problem because there are differences between men and women, or at least
name one.
Certain bodies. Oh, name one.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few.
What do you mean?
I hate to tell you. Let's take a look here. Much of the debate about transgender athletes focuses on testosterone, right? That seems to be the big sticking point. For instance, with the the NCAA.
Oh, I can't believe that.
The rule is 1 year on testosterone treatment. You're cleared to go. You can play on a female team.
Even a leap year? That's what I know. Well, because I saw her saying like I was on it for 6 months. I'm like, well, wait a minute. If it was February, one of those months, because February's only got 28 days, so that's like.
It's not a full leap around.
Then could it be 6 months? And if it's not February, then it's only 5 months and 28 days? Science. That's science. That's science, you fucking bitch. That's science. I would know. I would fucking know.
Dick, 1 calendar year. If the year's a little bit shorter, doesn't matter. They're not going to make you wait the extra
leap year's longer, days. Though.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting trans on a leap year, I only have to do...
not the whole year. No, it's a calendar year.
That's horseshit. You have to
go all the way around.
That's bigoted.
Take it up with the NCAA, my friend.
I'll sue them.
Here's the problem, though, Dick. The differences between XXXY bodies goes beyond testosterone. Did you know this?
No.
Some differences can't be changed, even with
what makes them not able to park
and hormone treatments. Well, that's all in the brain, of course. I would imagine a trans woman is actually an excellent parker. Based on her transformation.
That's bigoted.
One major difference is the hip structure, everything to do with hip movement, and also hip width and femur length. Women have a greater hip width to femur length ratio.
Wait, explain that slower.
What
do you mean? They have longer femurs?
I don't know if it says longer. Greater hip width to femur ratio.
So the hips, okay, so their hips are bigger.
Greater hip, obviously, birthing hips. Greater hip abduction. So that actually has a different, center of mass, which can affect your joint rotation, muscle.
Oh my God. So MMA specifically.
You're not going to get knocked over.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. So men also.
There aren't many sports where getting knocked over is a good thing.
Right.
Right?
No, exactly. Men tend to have more fast twitch muscles than women. Now, this is
really?
Kind of complicated. Well, yeah.
Huh.
So the idea is fast twitch muscles. You want that for sprinting. That helps you explode off the starting line, gives you that, burst of tension.
Yeah.
Where slow twitch muscles are actually good for conserving energy, which is good in the distance kind of endurance thing.
Yeah.
So women who are running for endurance, they can go for a lot longer than men.
Yeah.
But men are going to be faster off the starting line and get there quicker.
And do everything faster.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the distribution of the fast muscles? I didn't know, because there's like 5,000 muscles in the body, right?
Yeah, I don't have that here, but
that'd be interesting.
It'd be interesting to know.
Because that kind of blows apart their whole testosterone thing.
Like testosterone's only one part of the whole equation, really.
And it's like, it's the only part that they have.
Yeah.
It's just like, just look at you.
I hate to say 1 year of testosterone treatment does not lower your strength and everything else.
I bet your skull is still this big.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You're still got the bones and everything. They can't shave your bones down, I actually, real quick, I know Laurel Hubbard, remember the transgender weightlifter in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 50-year-old transgender weightlifter.
Well, that's the thing. The woman who won the Olympics was 24, and Laurel Hubbard is 43. So she is competing against people half her age, yet competing at the highest level of competition. Maybe something's going on there that just isn't testosterone based.
Yeah.
Men tend to have larger internal organs, larger lungs, larger heart. What does that result in, Dick? Larger oxygen intake.
Really?
Which is a huge part of it. Because
this is all obvious when you say it.
Well, that's bigoted. That's bigoted to say.
This will get you fucking flagged. This shit, right? This is transphobic, isn't it?
This is a study. I'm reading a study. I have the facts. The more oxygen you take in gets transported to your muscles.
Yeah.
There you go. What are you going to do? The point is that even with surgery, doping, and hormone treatment, you can't change every piece of your body, skeletal system, size of organs, center of mass. You can't change it. And as Jeff Jacobs asks in his thoughtful article in the Hartford Courant, what do we tell these girls who are being pushed out of athletics?
Yeah.
Is a transgender woman's journey more important than theirs?
It's not even important at all. Let's start there. No one's stupid journey matters at all. And it's just something that ad companies use to sell retards stupid shit that they don't need.
But they're on their journey, Dick.
Yeah.
Put on a t-shirt and trans genocide. Go punch some XX bodies in the face with your big old XY fists.
Who's doing the trans genocide? Who's the culprit?
Well, that's a problem for another day. All the stats on
we should find who it is and arrest them. We should find who's killing who's doing the trans genocide, and we should punish them.
It's their pimps and boyfriends 90% of the time, unfortunately.
Oh, is it?
It's a lot of spousal murders and boyfriends and whatever else, or just theft.
Themselves.
Here's the thing. This is a whole other problem, and I've looked into the transgender genocide statistics. A lot of it is just, it was, it's like, oh, black trans women are being killed a lot. And it's like, yeah, because they live in really shitty areas. Like, black people get killed a lot.
Yeah.
They're a very vulnerable population. And a lot of them are dying in, thefts, again, spousal abuse, boyfriend, girlfriend spats. And a lot of people
They're
want
not
to say,
tattling on them though. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Not too many. Well, they might be snitching. We don't know.
Probably they get killed.
They might
calling
be
the cops.
Yeah, exactly.
Bitch, I'm gonna fucking as soon as these cops leave, I'm
you never know.
Tuning you.
But the media really tries to characterize it as, no, these are all hate crimes. They're all hate crimes. You're like, they're not really.
It's just relationships.
Maybe one or two. It really is just like common ways of being murdered. And actually, if you go through, they have the memoriam page where they say more transgender women have been killed this year than, this is the deadliest year on record for more transgender women. You go, well, yeah, because there's more of them every year. The more you add to a population, if there's 100,000 new transgender people, probably you're going to get one or two more deaths for every 100,000 you add to that equation.
Where are they coming from?
They're coming out. It's more accepted now, They're just becoming more accepted. They're popping out. They're excited to be a part of something. But really, I would say if you want to look into it, you can go through, because they always list them out, who or what, take the name, plug it into Google.
Yeah.
There was one lady where it says, they're like, we can't believe, a victim of transgender violence, a vigil for this poor. And it turned out that she stabbed her neighbor and then the cop who showed up to deal with it. And you're like, I don't think that's a hate crime at that point.
Wait, she stabbed her neighbor and then the cop shot her?
Yeah, the transgender woman stabbed her neighbor, and when the cop showed up, she stabbed the cop. She got killed, and that is listed on the deadliest year on record for transgender violence. Can't you leave that one out? Maybe that one doesn't count, I feel.
I wish Cops was back, first of all.
I don't know. Yeah,
and maybe. I wish that it had an only trans spinoff.
Trans cops. What you gonna do?
No, not cops. They're just coming to do the trans domestic violence disputes.
Yeah, to settle what's going on there.
That would be hilarious.
And I'm not saying all trans people are prostitutes or whatever else. It's just, a lot of the ones that are dying are living in. Look at this. If you want to talk about vulnerable populations, the black population is who we should focus on. They're being killed at incredible rates.
Right-wing comedians are the most oppressed group.
Oh, right. Yeah.
On the planet.
Right.
Okay.
They're the ones we need to focus on.
Yeah, they're black people. I agree. Black people have it rough, but probably equally, maybe a little bit more, maybe even a little bit more.
Maybe a little bit more.
Maybe a little bit more. Right-wing comedians getting flagged. But have you ever flagged a black guy?
Never.
But
and I've also never any. Oh my God, I hate you people. What do I got to do? What do I got to do? Do I got to go, I solemnly swear?
You got to actually apologize and not your shitty apologies.
All right. Assuming.
No. Look, I have fucked up a lot.
Right.
So I know most people fuck up a little bit, but I mean, I've fucked up so much. My entire last 20 years of my life has been lived as a ongoing fuck up. So I know apologies. I'm the expert of apologies. And they're good. Oh, man. I'll look you right in the eye and give you the best apology, and I will mean it.
Okay.
Dummy shit, though.
I'm going to swallow my pride. I'm going to go along with whatever this is. I'm sorry. I flagged Alex Jones.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I flagged Alex Jones and the channel he appeared on.
Thank you.
All right. You fucking people.
That's it.
There it is.
Now your whole life will have been improved because of that simple thing that you said. That's how life works. Isn't it great?
I mean it.
There you go.
I mean it. Because you know what? I don't want to hurt anybody.
Oh man, now you're really lame.
I don't want to hurt anybody. People are saying I want to ruin people's livelihood. I really don't. Well, I don't think I have any input on that.
I know, but quit while you're ahead with your apology.
All right. Sorry to the transgender community. Do whatever you want. Trans athletes.
Look at this bruiser.
Voted up.
Look at this bruiser on the left. I guess you could say that about both.
I mean, that's a big old lady.
I mean, I like that she's happy. Like, okay, this guy, hold on. Let me pull it up.
Why not just be like a trans bot? Why do you want to be an MMA fighter? Because everyone's just going to get mad at you. You know that.
Well, I mean, here's the thing also that you're not
a cool looking trans lady who
here's what you're
pictures, whatever.
Here's what you're ignoring. First of all, women's sports are worthless. So it does. I mean, honestly, if women's sports were just supplanted by a bunch of trans ladies beating up on each other, man, I would go to the Astro Burger in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the bar that was across from it, but I would go there at like midnight on Saturday just to watch the trans prostitutes get in fistfights outside of the bar. It's very entertaining. The problem is they're putting these trans women up against women.
Yeah, have trans women fighting. We would all watch that.
I like this.
Yeah.
You know?
I think we could get trans women fighting.
I can respect a man going through all of these things to beat the shit out of a woman and get paid for it.
You empathize. You're like, I understand wanting to beat up women.
If I wasn't so fat, like I can't pull off being a trans woman because I can't stop drinking and eating popcorn.
You got the hair for it though.
I thank you.
Yeah.
I do have the hair. No, I don't. Because this is a man's hair. Right. If I was a trans woman, I'd have to shave the sides of my head and do like a swoop.
Not necessarily.
I think you have to do
pull
that.
It back in a ponytail or something.
So I respect the hustle of wanting to beat up your mom so bad that you change genders. I mean, that's what.
Is that what's happening?
It is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
wants to beat up his mom.
Well, this lady said that
she wants to beat up her mom.
Yeah, she said that she joined the army as a man because she joined the army as when she was a man because at the time his mom said that he said maybe I should just kill myself, and she said maybe you should, or something like that.
So to get back at her,
well, to kill him. I think that the army is a form of suicide for a lot of. Yeah, I think it's a form of suicide because you totally sign away your life. For a lot of people, I think that joining trans people too, trans people especially, I think it's a form of like abdicating the responsibility of being alive to the government, to an industry that
power.
Yeah. That expressly is a death cult that does not care about me.
Yeah.
So I think like when they talk about trans suicide
all the troops
rates,
are heroes though. Let's not forget about that.
No, fuck that. Fuck the army. They killed kids.
Yeah, well,
the army did that.
Don't live in that country, you motherfuckers.
Did you see that? The guy.
How many did they confirm are dead?
10.
Like 9, 10?
Yeah,
that's good.
And the guy was like a U.S. aid worker.
Oh yeah, right. He was like a helper, and
he was the bombs were him filling up water for his family. And the reason they got all the kids is because the kids were so excited that their dad came home. That's the U.S. That's the U.S. and everyone who lives in the U.S. and pays taxes gets to own that.
Well, that makes me feel good. That's a real good story.
Biden did that.
Well, yeah.
What was I saying?
The U.S. military did that. I don't think he signed off on that individually.
Somebody did.
Our military's got some problems.
My point is, trans athletes are not the problem. There's just not enough of them.
Yeah.
We need to have, it can't be trans woman versus a woman. It's got to be
trans
we've got to get
division.
women out of sport. Women athletes are the problem.
Yeah.
We've got to get women out of sports.
I don't know about
and
that.
Have only trans
Who
play volleyball.
cares?
Keep women in women like
Okay, they can play a little lady sports.
Every sport men play, women have to play. Play volleyball.
They've stayed out of a couple of them.
What?
Not a lot of women's football teams out there.
They try.
They try.
They try.
They got rugby, women's. Oh wait, yeah, they do have women's rugby because that's another famous trans athlete. She's a bruiser.
That lady's
got a chin. Oh man, could land an airplane on that fucking piece of bone.
Well, what are you gonna say? No, you ladies can't play the sport because
the trans ladies.
Yeah.
No, I agree. If they had enough of them to make a team, I just don't. It's going to take a while to get there.
What are you gonna say to this lady though? Oh shit, I still have her up. Oops.
I mean, I would say just figure out something to do other than MMA. Why do you want to if you know everybody's going to do you really feel proud of it? Like why?
Can you feel pride? Honestly?
Yeah, I wouldn't feel proud of having such a weird biological advantage. I mean, I know there's always some biological advantage to sports, but we figured out a pretty good system of separating it by gender, and it kind of worked for however long we've had sports.
Well, we didn't. We had sports, men's sports, and then women bitched and complained enough, so we had to make a women's version and like subsidize them for perverts and horny Title IX. So the reason we have women's sports is because of Title IX, right?
Okay.
In college, because you can't have a men's anything and not have a women's anything. So women bitched and got their college shit to be the same.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, now I'm done with college. Hey, bro. I'm done with college. What do I do with my woman's sports degrees? I'm like, well, I mean,
I was a champion rower.
Maybe we could give you a WNBA and rope in some people into basketball,
and then you can
upgrade
complain
them to
about
the
how
real
you
sport.
don't make any money, even though no one wants to buy ads on your fucking women's soccer matches.
Yeah, my point is there is only sports, and women have created their own parasitic league.
Yeah.
So the more trans women we get in there, the better to destroy it.
I think it's an interesting concept. Let's put it that way.
Okay, what are our problems?
Our
We had
problems are
Tattletails.
Tattletails, who I've never met or encountered in my life. Late rape, as I call it. Am I getting too creative with that name?
Well,
it was really funny to me when I came up with it.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Maybe just call it posthumous allegations. Posthumous Me Too. Just make it late rape.
Yeah, late rape's
Who
funny.
cares?
Because is that also like women who had sex and then later said
regretted
that was
it?
Rape.
Well, that's yeah. I mean, it all kind of ties into that. I think it's more of the dead guys coming out against dead guys.
Dead rape.
Dead rape.
Raping the dead.
Whatever
dead
we put
rape.
it up on the show as, you'll know what it is. Vote for it.
Finger pain.
Finger pain.
And
trans athletes.
Trans athletes. All right, everybody. Go to biggestproblem.show to vote for the problems. I'm going to play for some voicemails now. Vito.
We did get some super chats, so let's make sure we don't forget those.
Okay, I'll read those at the end. The voicemails are not kind to you. I'm not going to lie
I can't.
to you,
I imagine.
I'm not going to lie to you. Here you go.
Hey, I got a biggest problem here. Alex Jones doesn't get enough credit. I think after Vito's embarrassing of himself about
I wouldn't
things
call it
that
that.
Alex Jones has and had not say, I think it's important for all of us to take a moment to appreciate him being right about saying things and and also taking the slings and arrows of all of the retarded lip guys
like Jesus.
Just hate him.
Saying all those kids are actors, all those dead kids.
He didn't say that.
They're the ones. They're listening to those experts
Yeah.
who tell them to hate him, even though everything they say.
Oh, he didn't say it. He just let his website report on it in an article.
Simple water filter salesman.
What's wrong with that?
The news organization he runs.
Alex Jones not getting enough credit. Big problem.
Yeah. Well, at least he's letting us know all those dead kids. That's helpful.
You guys really like that Alex Jones fucked up on the Sandy Hook kids.
Not just Sandy Hook. He kept going.
What do you mean he kept
He
going?
also did Parkland.
Oh,
was
fuck
years
Parkland.
later.
No, fuck
What do you mean fuck Parkland? The kids
Fuck
aren't
those
actors.
kids. That
Fuck those kids. Jesus fucking Christ.
David Hogg is the worst.
Is he
It's
a Christ?
worse
Is
than
he-
the
I can't even say what he is. YouTube will flag it.
what?
Crisis.
You can't say
Person.
crisis. You can't say
can't
CA. C-word
You
actor.
can't say crisis, man. No.
David Hogg. No, he's just a little prick.
Well, Alex Jones thinks might be a crisis man. Because
That's
he was on the news a year prior talking about boogie boards. And he went, well,
No, he's just a little
CIA
attention
plant.
whore.
okay.
He's just insufferable.
But inferring that he's paid by the FBI infers that the whole thing is a false whatever.
so what? I mean, that's what I'm saying.
It leads to bad things.
Okay, I'm saying you guys love that he's like talking about these school essings.
Yeah.
You bring it up constantly,
Because why doesn't he stop? Why did he keep doing it?
But why do you care so much about that?
All right. I'm just going to let it go. There's no getting it
Why
through
do you?
anybody's head.
I understand. Okay, he's making it up. He's saying that they're a CA
Yeah.
and that the school S is fake.
Yeah.
But why do you care about?
You're right. Who cares?
Well,
Fuck all those kids. Fuck them.
Yeah.
All right.
I
am literally
a little bit care about them.
Okay, a little bit.
But
I'm letting it go. I have no opinion anymore.
okay, here's Cripple Jesus.
Hey, you guys, it's Crippled Jesus, and I got a biggest problem for you this week. Vito.
Oh,
You know,
that's a
I
good one.
really like the show you guys do. It's a great show. But this Italian tipper gore bit that Vito has going on, it's just not cool. And he's going to brush it off as, I was trolling. Oh, it was funny.
Wasn't funny.
Kind
kinda
of come
funny.
off as a narc, ruining everybody.
Well, let's put it this way, yeah.
Important Alex Jones. And white knighting for YouTube.
White knighting for YouTube.
the
That's true.
government.
And the
It's,
government.
pretty
Not the
cringe.
government.
Other than that, you guys got a great show. Keep it up.
Well, if I can apologize to anybody, it's Crippled Jesus, because there's no one I want to disappoint less than that man.
Why? Because he's crippled.
I just like him.
Okay.
It's a fun guy. Hey, at least I inspired a lot of
Passion.
show interaction. Look at this. Everybody's leaving a voicemail.
It's a lot of.
Thanks for being a part of the experience, everybody.
Okay, here you go.
Hey, Vito, go fuck yourself.
All right. Thanks for your call, caller. Thanks for your call.
Vito's an idiot. And he's not sorry for what he did. He'll never be sorry for what he did. He
Uh-huh.
will not change.
Right.
This is what he does.
This is what
Is
I
this
do.
someone you know?
No,
It's
I have
a
no
pattern.
idea.
Oh.
And he's going to look for anything that says he's right.
Well,
But nothing anybody has posted is saying that he's right.
there's a
It's
couple
all
people.
bullshit.
Wow.
Every single thing that he has posted on Twitter is complete and utter bullshit.
If a white woman's mad at me, didn't I do something right?
How'd you know she's white?
Well, she
And when he
sounds
loses his Twitter account over his misleading information, he
okay.
can go fuck himself.
What do you think about that?
I'm pretty okay with all of this.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, I really am.
That sounds like a weird cope. Like you like it.
But I'm so used to being hated for so many different things.
Yeah.
As I pointed out, nothing has changed for me.
What do you mean? Everyone hates you.
Yeah, but they already hated me.
No, they didn't already hate you.
Yes,
they liked you.
No.
No.
This would have happened sooner or later. Let's put it that way.
Well, here's a nice one.
Vito, this is a message about far parking. I just wanted to say that I went to the WATP live show and I parked farther away than anybody else in the entire show.
Nice.
And I parked so far away that, in fact, by the time I got to where my car was parked, almost half a mile away, I was sober enough to drive home over an hour away with the broken turd signal.
Wow.
How about that?
Far parking is therefore the biggest solution in the universe.
I don't know why you sent that to me because that was your problem.
Should be voted up.
You came up with the far parking, though.
Well, I came up with the name, yeah.
So you get it.
Well, I'll take it. I'll take the W.
Have you ever reported a drunk driver?
No, I've never encountered a drunk driver.
Oh,
like a person
How
leaving
about the
a
man
party?
in the mirror?
Yeah,
like anybody driving drunk.
No,
Hey, this guy's violating the TOS.
Because that would be that would be reporting to the government, who I don't like. It all comes back to the government.
So I honestly think that you were. Do you think you were annoyed that they didn't want you to? They didn't want to have you
because I wasn't
on?
trying to be on that one.
You were.
People keep
adding them.
No, people keep thinking I was trying to be on the Alex Jones stream. I wasn't.
Okay.
I had messaged that guy like 2 months earlier.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, you do this stream where all you guys are like conservative fuckheads.
Yeah.
Just bring me on and let me do like 5 minutes of liberal bullshit and you can all pile on me and it'll be really funny.
I think that would be funny.
Yeah. But these guys, he didn't get back to me. And I'm like, all right, well, I thought it would be funny, but fuck it.
Okay, then was it about the adpocalypse? Was it about not getting YouTube adpocalypsed for having an Alex Jones
There's
thing?
a number. I just think that it looks really, it's so complicated. I discussed it with Nick. Like, go listen to me argue with Nick where everybody thinks I'm wrong.
On my show.
Yeah, on your show,
Yeah.
The Dick Show.
Yeah.
It's too complicated.
I just want to know why you did it. It's got to be one. It's always why anybody does anything is always selfish. What was you know what I mean?
Fucking with those guys was funny, and I didn't think it would hurt anybody.
Okay. Then how was it fucking with them if they wouldn't be hurt? Because they'd be afraid?
Because they'd be, a little bit scared. which was funny to me at the time. They're a little bit spooked. They're like, oh, shit.
Because it might hurt them.
Well, I don't think
right?
It's less that what I do would hurt them, but it's more like, hey, fuckheads, people are watching. Vito's not going to report you, but someone else might.
Kind of implying that you should.
No. I'm giving you a heads up, like, hey, that might happen, you dumb fucks.
But the intent was to instill fear.
A little, yeah, that's funny.
Okay, I get it.
Just spook them a little bit. But not actually get him in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You get it.
The implication.
It's the implication.
It's the implication.
It's the implication.
Yeah, I get it.
I think it's funny. But I apologize wholeheartedly because apparently
because you're a terrorist.
Not funny. Apparently it's not funny to anybody but me.
And when 9/11 was just like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So you should have.
I apologize on behalf of the hijackers of 9/11.
Yeah, and the people that died.
The people that died. It's basically the
Most
same.
of them were bankers, though.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I mean, it's the World Trade Center.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the people in the planes because it was a conspiracy to.
No, and a lot of them were stewardesses. Oh, are you wearing your mask? Are you wearing your mask? Oh, wow. I really wish that we would fly into a big fucking building right now just so you would die, you fucking bitch. Okay, last one. Here we go.
Dick Masterson, congratulations on your biggest problem reboot. I know I'm late, but I don't give a fuck because I am a fucking stud. And you know what? You're a fucking stud too.
Oh, wow.
You can smoke Stoger cigar with me anytime you want, buddy. Now, keep on doing what you're doing, and I will keep doing what I'm doing. Loyal to you.
So you're supposed to say, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and this is how I talk.
Right.
Like you're supposed to say who
I've
you
got
are.
a biggest problem. Lazy celebrity impersonations.
Oh, let's hear yours.
They always go straight to either Arnold or, who was it? Christopher Walken. Those are the two.
Who's your go-to celebrity?
Gilbert Gottfried, but I have to get in the right
You have to get in the right headspace? Okay. All right, everybody. Let's read the super chats.
Yeah, let's take a look. I'm sure they're all just Vito as an F slur, but
Let's see. I don't know.
see.
Maybe. Top chat. Oh.
Every $20 you donate, I'll apologize again.
That is a good.
Yeah.
That's a good. Every $20. If our Patreon hits 2,000, you should have to do a big.
If our
apology.
Patreon hits 2,000, we'll record a special apology to whoever the followers want.
How do I look at just super chats?
I think you just have to scroll.
That sucks.
Does suck.
Live chat.
Well, you can click on. Just click. I think it might just be that one. No, I saw one earlier though.
Yeah, I saw a bunch. God damn you, YouTube.
They really do a good job of hiding them. Well, scroll down. Hold on. Viewer activity. Will that show anything? Oh, there it is.
No, but I saw a $20 one before.
Well, oh, you know what? Because we rebooted. Remember?
Oh, no, the stream was still going. It was just. It was just.
Well,
the
now I
stream
am
thing.
confused. Yeah, because it says we've made $42 in chat revenue. There's got to be a place. If anybody in the chat knows how to bring up all the super chats.
Okay, we'll read the ones that we do have.
Okay. Well, from Dave Lopan, we had the biggest problem in the universe is TOSs and cool guys that agree with them. I agree.
He said fat retards.
No, I don't think that's what it says. My good friend Mike H says flagging YouTube about Alex, which no one did, is the same as getting mad about cuties because it may lead to. Well, if someone flags Alex, I would agree wholeheartedly.
Bro, don't you think that Ted Cruz, like saying that the DOJ needs to investigate Netflix over cuties, is like flag the same thing that you did?
That involves the government.
How is YouTube different than the government?
That's a question for another time.
Okay.